The Caitlin Clark effect is undeniable. Across the sports world, people are beginning to recognize the power of her presence not only on the court, but off it as well. With a $10 million off the court earnings haul, she's become a star beyond just basketball, and it's shaking up the world of women's sports. This includes rival athletes like Angel Reese, who is undoubtedly feeling the heat from Clark's success. To add fuel to the fire, Ice Cube recently made a bold offer to Caitlin Clark to join the Big Three, offering a staggering $5 million to play for just 3 months. It's the kind of lucrative proposition that any athlete would dream of, and it underscores the enormous financial potential that Clark is tapping into, a potential Reese is still striving to reach. While Caitlin Clark's brand has reached generational wealth, Angel Reese has found herself watching from the sidelines, trying to figure out how she can close the gap. Clark's off-the-court success has surpassed expectations, leaving Reese to grapple with a reality that is difficult to swallow, especially considering her own prowess on the court. Caitlin Clark, at just 22 years old, has accumulated a massive following due to her steady rise as a basketball powerhouse. Her financial success, largely driven by her endorsements, is a testament to the brand she has built with grace, humility, and consistency. In comparison, Reese has found herself struggling to match Clark's financial success, despite having significant social media attention and a fiery, outspoken personality that has made her a household name in women's basketball. While Reese has been busy building her own brand through viral moments and bold declarations, Clark has focused on long-term growth, securing endorsement deals with major brands like Nike, Gatorade, and Bose. These contracts have propelled Clark into an elite category of marketable athletes, aligning herself with mainstream companies that value her clean image and consistent performance. In comparison, Reese's more polarizing presence has made it harder for her to attract such high-profile deals. While Reese's energy electrifies her fanbase, and she has become a cultural icon for her outspoken personality and powerful gameplay, she has yet to find the commercial success Clark has garnered. Angel Reese's personality has undoubtedly played a role in her rise to prominence. Her unapologetic, in-your-face style has made her the type of player that commands attention, both on and off the court. Many remember her infamous taunt during the NCAA championship against Caitlin Clark, which polarized fans and brought Reese into the spotlight. She became the villain for some, the hero for others, but she knew how to dominate the conversation. But there's a distinction between being able to dominate social media and commanding corporate attention. Reese's boldness has made her a star in the eyes of her followers, but it has not translated into sponsorship deals on the same level as Clark's. And when the financial comparisons are made, Clark's recent $10 million off the court earnings have raised eyebrows across the sports world. The disparity between the two athletes is striking, especially considering that they both played in the same NCAA championship just a year ago. Reese has undoubtedly felt the sting of this gap. For an athlete who prides herself on being a trendsetter and pushing boundaries, it must be frustrating to watch Clark soar to new heights while she struggles to secure the same level of endorsement opportunities. But it's not just about money for Reese, it's about what that money represents. It reflects a deeper issue of perception in the world of women's sports, where success isn't just about talent, but about marketability and public image. Reese's reaction to Clark's success is not just about jealousy, but frustration at the larger forces at play. In her view, it is not just Clark's quiet consistency that has allowed her to secure these deals. It's also about how she is perceived by the public and the brands that flock to her. Caitlin Clark has built her brand not just through her talent, but also by remaining focused, maintaining a humble, clean-cut image that resonates with fans and sponsors alike. In contrast, Reese's louder, more bombastic personality may have turned off potential corporate backers who prefer a more polished image. The difference in how these two athletes are perceived can also be seen in the difference in viewership between their respective games. Caitlin Clark's last WNBA playoff game drew over 2.6 million viewers. However, recent games in the WNBA have seen a noticeable dip, with some dipping below the 1 million viewer mark. In this environment, marketability matters just as much as the game itself. For athletes like Clark, who are both performing at an elite level and cultivating an image that sponsors want to associate with. The rewards are substantial. For Reese, the challenge lies in figuring out how to leverage her personality and presence to attract the same level of financial support. Reese's frustration is palpable as she navigates the complexities of brand building in an era where name, image, and likeness deals have changed the landscape for college athletes. Has created a new market for college athletes, turning them into self-made entrepreneurs. For many athletes, including Reese, this new era is a double-edged sword. It offers new opportunities for athletes to monetize their success, but it also amplifies the disparity between athletes who can cultivate marketable personal brands and those who struggle to do so. Caitlin Clark, on the other hand, has figured out how to balance both her on-court performance and off-court branding. Her discipline, focus, and consistent performance have made her an ideal candidate for corporate sponsorships. Her success isn't just about her athletic ability, it's about her ability to present herself as a polished, relatable figure who resonates with a broad audience. For brands, this makes her an appealing option. But this isn't to say that Angel Reese is out of the picture. Despite the financial gap between her and Clark, Reese is still one of the most recognizable players in the women's basketball scene. Her brash confidence and bold personality have earned her a dedicated following, and she has certainly left her mark on the sport. What Reese now faces is the challenge of pivoting her brand to make it more appealing to the kind of sponsors that Clark has attracted. It's not about changing who she is, it's about figuring out how to broaden her appeal and diversify her image. While Reese may not have the same sponsorship deals as Clark, she is still an important figure in women's sports. Her influence is undeniable, and she has proven herself to be a skilled and determined player who isn't afraid to speak her mind. However, as she watches Caitlin Clark secure her place as one of the top athletes in the world, Reese may need to reconsider how she positions herself in the market. For both athletes, the road ahead will be shaped not just by their performances but by how they manage their brands. The landscape of women's sports has changed, and athletes now have to navigate the complexities of nil deals, brand building, and marketability. Caitlin Clark has managed to navigate these waters expertly, but Reese is still figuring out how to turn her strong personality into long-term financial success. Despite the frustration and rivalry, one thing is clear. Both Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are pushing each other to be better. Their contrasting approaches to the game and to branding have created a compelling story in women's basketball. The rivalry between them is not just about who wins games, but about who can dominate the off-the-court game as well. It's a battle for marketability, for financial success, and for the future of women's sports. Angel Reese has already proven that she knows how to turn controversy into success. Her fiery personality and ability to command attention have made her a star. But now, the challenge for her is figuring out how to pivot her image to attract the kind of sponsorships and financial opportunities that Caitlin Clark has locked down. If she can do that, she may very well catch up to Clark. But the question remains, can she make the shift in time? The road to success in women's sports has never been easy, and the nil era has made the challenges even more apparent. As athletes like Clark and Reese navigate this new landscape, their contrasting styles and approaches highlight the ever-growing divide between those who can master the art of marketability and those who are still working to figure it out. For now, Caitlin Clark is ahead in the game, but Angel Reese is a competitor who isn't backing down from a challenge. The rivalry between these two stars is far from over, and it's only a matter of time before both of them redefine what it means to be a star in women's basketball.